Okay, let's have a look. So work out what matches are getting played tomorrow, because that can definitely help out. Okay, so Heroic versus Liquid. Heroic, easy, 100%. So we've got Copenhagen Flames against Bad News Eagles. I'm actually going to go with Bad News Eagles, to be fair. Then we've got NIP versus Vitality. I'll say Vitality, but that's quite an even matchup. We've got Cloud9 versus Outsiders. Cloud9. FaZe versus Sense. I'm going to go FaZe. Furia versus Spirit. Definitely Furia. Navi versus G2. I'll say G2. Big versus Imperial. I'd say probably Big. Right, this is been difficult, you know. So, right, I'm going to tell you the must-haves, yeah? FaZe, 100%. Navi, 100%. G2, 100%. Vitality, 100%. The way Ents are playing, 100%. Not Spirit. Outsiders, Imperial, Bad News, Liquid. Right. I'm also going to say, I don't know. Heroic, 100%. Oh, I got to put Fury to go through. I'm actually going to put Cloud9 to not go through, to be honest with you, and Outsiders. Unfortunately, I don't think Bad News Eagles are going to make it through.
What's your 3 now?
I reckon...
An IP?
No, I'm not going to put them down as 3-0. I can't do it. I feel too bad. Like, I genuinely want them to do well, but I know they're not going to do too good. Who's Liquid got? Heroic. I'm going to do something crazy, and I'm going to put Liquid to lose 3-0.
I think I'm going to put NIP.
To win 3-0, that's a hard one. But Cloud9 could. NIP, nah. Spirit, nah. Outsiders, nah. I'm happy with this. Now, Furia should beat Spirit. Navi and G2, 50-50. Big versus Imperial, I reckon Big. But then when Big plays against, well, when Big wins that, they're going to play against a better team like FaZe, Navi, G2, and they're going to get absolutely slapped. So there's no point putting Big. FaZe versus Ents. I gotta say FaZe, but it's 50-50. Cloud9 versus Outsiders, I reckon Cloud9.
I've got too many mixes.
Outsiders played too many close games. Just like even in the challenger stage, like the games were so close. So that means I reckon Cloud9 would take that easy. Like Hobbit, Shiro, it's crazy. Nathany, you know, and so on.
Who's Cloud9 going to play?
Cloud9's playing Outsiders, so Cloud9 should bag that in the win. So I'll put them as 3-0 because if they get an easy matchup, that's an easy 3-0. But then again, I'm not too sure on their performance this year. It's been a bit iffy, a bit 50-50. So that's why I'm risking them as a 3-0 winner, because if they don't make it through to the actual tournament, then I'm screwed on the pick 'em at the bottom. NIP versus Vitality. Vitality by paper should slap them. Then again, NIP are a bit of a Cloud9 team. I wouldn't say quite on Cloud9's level, but NIP can perform just crazy good out of nowhere. Yeah, it's a 50-50, mate, to be honest. This is actually really hard to sort of work out, in my opinion. But Copenhagen Flames against Bad News Eagles. Bad News Eagles should bag that. But I'm not going to put him in my team because I don't want him to lose. But then again, I'm not sure they're going to win, so I'm just going to have to leave them out, I'm afraid. Yeah, because I, as much as they're the biggest underdog team out of every single team in this selection.
Outsiders should be 0-3.
Outsiders?
Or
they could. Outsiders or Liquid. I reckon even Copenhagen Flames can lose 3-0, but they've been playing exceptionally good, so I'm not going to risk those.
So Outsiders or Liquid?
I'm going to go with Liquid because the way it was so close against Complexity and their overall performances and the results have just been not great. That makes sense. Like looking at against Astralis and Liquid, it was 14-16 first map and then 13-16 second map, so it was close. And then again, Astralis lost against teams they probably shouldn't have lost against. So what else did they lose against? Let's have a look. So Liquid against Complexity, 16-12 first map, 16-12 second map, so that's close. And Complexity aren't too good. Where's the next ones? Let's have a look. And then they played against 9Z, and it was 16-11 and 16-11 both maps. And they had so Liquid lost 16-6 against G2, fair enough. Yeah, so looking at what's been going on with Liquid, they lost 16-6 against G2, that's fair enough. That's just like, you can just predict that. Then they lost 16-10 against Imperial. And then they won 2-0 against 9Z, 2-0 against Capacity, 2-0 against Astralis. So that shows me it's a 50-50. If they can lose against Imperial, then they can lose against FaZe, Big, Copenhagen Flames. So yeah, I'm going to put Liquid to lose 3-0, Cloud9 to win 3-0, FaZe, Na'Vi, G2, Vitality, Ent, Heroic and Fury to go through. And I'm going to leave out Bad News Eagles because I'll be happy if they go through, to be fair, but I just can't risk it on my pick'em. Yeah. Sweet. Selected. Done. Lovely stuff. So that is what I'm going to go through.